What's up, everyone? Dave Dudley back at you again with another hack. Yes, another hack. You guys have been pounding me on wanting to know what's in this brain, so let's get real. Plastics are the dominating factor pretty much in all of bass fishing, okay? Hard baits play a role, but plastics play a bigger role. And it's nothing to go out when the fish are biting in a day and, you know, go through $20 of plastics. You know, you start adding that up. You know, you went through a pack of this and a pack of that, especially with the cost of Cincos. You know, you start nickel and diming that up. You fish 3 or 4 days in a row, you're already at $100, $125 just in plastics. That's not including gas, oil, and everything else that we spend money on, hotels. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you something that is really simple. Like, it's simple in its thought, but most people don't know it. They just, I watch them start rigging their plastics, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, let me put a little bit of thought in it. And every time I've showed people this, they're like, ah, that makes so much sense, okay? So I'm going to go through a lot of what is available today, right? So if we're going to start this out, available today is, let's say this. Here we go. This is what I call just your basic, simple tit. You can see the tit right here. It comes out. You got a collar and just like a little tit that sticks out right here. Okay, that is your commonly used to hold your plastic up. Now you're going to also have when it comes to flipping, of course, you're going to have mini style hooks, but you're going to have some hard plastics, you know, with, you know, an outcropping or 2 tits that sit out on it. Then you're going to have one like this. This is the actual Shaky Head that I developed. That's Perfection Lure Shaky Head. As you can see, stands up. The only true stand-up Shaky Head on the market. This is a half collared, half tit. We'll get into that. You got some that are made with heat shrink, and you got a metal. Okay, you see the metal tit there. Then you got some that are made. Now this is pretty cool. I do like this style. These are actually threaded on. There's Hibachi. There's Owner makes one like this. But they've actually taken like a piece of fluorocarbon that's flexible. I'll get into that in a second of why I like that. It's a pretty cool system. They thread it on instead of heat shrink it. You got some Swimbait Heads, and this is a double tit one that's one in the front, one in the back. You got your just your basic style, you know, I don't even know what to call it, but you got a tit in the front, tit in the back with collars. Some have collars, some don't, but here's what I want to explain to you. Take, for instance, this one, okay? This is your normal collar, tit. Some of them go in the back, some of them go in the front. I don't know. Let's go like this, all right? We'll use this one for since it's simple color. The typical way to rig this is, right, you're going to go in, come out about the length of the collar, right? You're going to bring it through, and then what people do is they're going to push it up, right? And that's how it is, and you bend it, and okay, here's your typical Shaky Head. That is like the biggest no-no ever, is to rig it up that way. And I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull this down. Now, the fault lies in this. Follow me, guys, follow me. The fault lies in this. When you come through, pull it out, and you twist it, and then you go to push it up, this tit right here is going to rip a channel all the way through on the front side. Watch. So it's literally going rip, 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 rip. So naturally, what's going to happen if I'm skipping docks or throwing it, or, you know, that channel, it's already ripped in the front of it, okay? So I go in a little bit more deeper. So if you got, I'm going to actually cut this off and show you right here. So this, see this right here? It is ripped in the front of it, okay? Ripped in the front of it. So the correct way to rig your shaky head or whatever would be to do it like this. When you're using this style of shaky head, if you have these, which I don't suggest any shaky head this style unless you're using mine, and I'll explain that to you here in a second. But if you push it through, now watch, I'm going to push it up backwards. So the channel is going to get ripped in the back of the worm, not say the front of the worm. So instead of turning your worm around this way and pushing it up, ripping the channel, we're going to turn it this way backwards, push it up, right? Now we're going to turn it around. Turn it around. Now what that does, it gives us a fresh piece of plastic there that hasn't been ripped. On the back is the rip channel. On the front is a virgin channel. So just by doing that simple pushing it up backwards and pushing it up backwards, rotate it around, hold on to this, rotate it around, now you have a virgin channel, and it's not going to fall down as much. You can save a lot of plastic. So let's go into this. Now there's a different style that I really like, which is these, and I'm going to explain to you the difference between a collar like this, it's got tits, or a collar like that, or you got just a metal clip. We're using the same concept, but there's a few of them that have it out. Now watch, see how this is flexible right here? I'm going to show you why this is genius by companies that do this. So you're going to go in, and it really doesn't matter. Say we were rigging this Texas style. You're going to go in, but what happens is this flexes up. See how it goes back against the shaft? So when you push it up, it's really not even making and ripping your plastic. So when it pops out, see where it popped out? Look at that. There's nothing ripped. There's nothing there. It is like genius. Okay? So there's a couple companies out there that have them. This is actually a rebarb hook. None of these guys sponsor me, guys. This is just me talking real, okay? So this is rebarb. They actually have a flexible, like a heat shrink on theirs. When you put your robo worm up there, it does really well. And again, you have this style, which is the flexible style. Now, on the shaky head that we have developed, okay, it took me a long time to understand, shaky heads. Not all shaky heads are the same. Pretty obvious. There's ones that advertise they're going to stand up. So on this design that I've created, I got a half collar, okay, half collar barb. Now when you're using my shaky head, there's a lot of companies out there that are kind of going to this, but when you're using this shaky head and you come through, you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to push it up backwards, okay, not on the front side, but you're going to actually see how mine is on the back side. So when you do this, you're going to actually push it up backwards, right? Then twist it around and you come up and over. So there's no channel here. There's nothing there ripped, on that. Same thing goes with whether you're using swim baits and you got, you know, Kitex or whatever. So last, you know, this is not a swim bait, but same concept, guys. If you had a swim bait and you're threading it all the way up, let's just pretend this is a swim bait. It's not a swim bait. I don't want to see comments saying this is, Dudley didn't know what he's talking about. It's not a swim bait. So this should be able to show you really closely. I'm going to take, instead of pushing this up straight, I'm going to take this and I'm going to rip the collar on this side, collar on this side. So it's going to go just like this. Then I simply turn it around to straighten it, and that's going to hold my plastic up a lot better. I know a lot of you guys are going to think, you know, you're a big fan of the screw lock, right? Well, I'm going to blow your mind about the screw lock, all right? I'm telling you, I'm going to blow your mind about the screw lock. I am a huge fan of the screw lock. So we got Shaky Heads that have screw locks. There's a lot of things. But guys, I cannot tell you one, and this will be coming up a video soon. The screw lock in some cases is your worst enemy. Your worst enemy. And people don't realize it. They don't understand the plasticness, the plastic. That don't even make sense. Plasticness. They don't understand that the plastic is being held up by the screw and how it can affect you when you get a bite. So coming up soon will be a screw lock for all you screw lock fans who just swear by it and hate all these other keeper style systems. So guys, check out some other hacks I got. Scroll around on my channel, subscribe. You guys know the deal. I got a lot of videos coming at you. I'm getting ready to come out with some World Championship videos. I think there's 23 countries I got selected to represent the USA. Gonna have videos coming at you on the FLW tour, from practice videos to tournament videos. You're not gonna want to miss them. I'm trying to grow the channel. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed, and I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Don't forget to leave comments down below. You're gonna see you can see other hacks or my latest video wherever they might be, wherever my son edits them. So guys, I appreciate you, and I'm out.